first reaction?
Yeah, it's heartbreak, and then you're furious about it because you know this community has worked so hard, not just to put on wonderful festivities to celebrate Independence Day, but this is about their community. And I was so encouraged this morning. We had a kind of a short ceremony to start things off, and they're not going to let this deter them. But as Chief said, look, we have a long way to go, and so does this country. We're all reeling with gun violence, but we have to take every single incident seriously. I'm very proud of the quick response from Fort Worth Police Department, but right now we need to support Como and really learn from how do you prevent this type of thing from happening in the future.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is it was just 2 years ago, unfortunately, that we had 8 people shot, and the same situation where we were, thankful that the event went on, that the true Como could be shown, but now you had 2 out of 3 years when you're dealing with this.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and this community has said this to me over and over again, do not let those incidents dictate how you feel about this community, and that's very important, and that's why this parade is ongoing, right? And we're going to get the bad guys here. These are people that went into this community to perpetrate violence and killed people. And let's focus on the violent crime here and not on ruining what's happening here in Lake Como community, which is truly special. And they are making incredible strides thanks to community partnership. And they have to do it in partnership with the city, the neighborhood, and with the police department. It was chaotic last night. The other thing I think it has to be mentioned, Como Fest ended at 10 p.m. This happened closer to midnight. So we really have to look closely at what could we have done differently to work with community to disperse that crowd out of there between the hours of 10 and midnight. And those are things the city absolutely has a responsibility to look at, but also in working so with the community. We want people to have fun, of course. It's about 4th of July. There's a lot of activities across the city and across our state, but this is absolutely uncalled for. And I want you to put yourself in the shoes of a police officer that's responding. You know there are people injured, and you don't know the bad guys from the good guys, and there are guns everywhere. That's what they saw last night. And so we have to really do a dissection as they really look into this investigation of what they need from their city to be supportive and to keep people safe.
Any other broad comment, just message to the city after, like I said, we talked about Como, but I think there were 17 people shot overnight in 3 different shootings.
Well, the unfortunate part is we warned about this. We always know that 4th of July brings out more alcohol, use of fireworks, which are incredibly dangerous, and firearms. And this is a trend you've been seeing across the country. It's very frustrating because we see a downward trend in gun violence and violent crime across the city of Fort Worth. We are still laser focused on that. There's been a lot of coverage and needed so on our 1 Second Collaborative with United Way and Tarrant County. These are small efforts that are really preventative measures, but when you have an incident like this, it does feel like a setback and it makes you mad, right? But how do you really support community? And I think that's why we're out here today, because there are so many families out here that love living here and they really want to get past incidents like what happened last night.